Hey guys, what's up, Redactions here, and welcome back to this brand new ACC video. Today we have another LFM race, and this week the track was Paul Ricard. And as you have read in the title, we have now moved up to Split 1, so the highest level in LFM. The guys at the front in this split are literally the fastest in the world. That, combined with the fact that Paul Ricard is actually one of my weakest tracks, would make this race very interesting. Now, this particular race was my second race in Split 1. Why am I only showing you the second one? Well, the first one ended like this.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Just a light heavy.
Anyways guys, if you end up enjoying this video, then please consider hitting those like and subscribe buttons. For you it's only a couple of clicks, but for me it means a whole lot more. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before the end of spring, so let's see if we can do that. Anyways, let's jump right into this race. Okay guys, so as you can see we have qualified in P21 on this French weird track. Getting into the corridors now, of course we must not exceed 70 km per hour. As you can see, the McLaren behind us actually decides to drive in us. And lights out, and away we go. There we go. We actually get a little bit of a nudge from behind there, which is okay. That helps us get away more quickly. Do we gain one place on the start? Let's see. It's close, but you can see that the Mercedes actually pulls off to the left a bit there. We brake a little bit earlier and actually lose a place to someone who absolutely sends it around the outside, that yellow BMW there. That was a really interesting move. But yeah, my main objective for this race was just to survive, not do anything crazy, maybe gain a couple of more spots. I knew my race pace was going to be off because, yeah, like I said, this track, for some reason it just doesn't work. From back in 2018 when I first drove it in F1 2018, it just hasn't worked out for me for some reason. I really struggle with finding the braking spots, finding you know, apexes and stuff. As you can see, it's actually quite busy there. We can go around the outside of a McLaren maybe. We actually get another McLaren up our inside there, which turns into the outside for the next flat out left-hander. As you can see there in the top right-hand corner, he gets pushed out a bit, but he's still there. He uses all of the space that's available to him. And then you can see that the McLaren actually has pretty decent straight line speed. Of course, he had some slipstream as well. And then going into his slipstream now, I can't really keep up with him. He must be rocking a low downforce setup for this straight. As you can see also, unlike the F1 layout, we are using the full circuit, or the full straight I should say, so that's a really long flat out blast. You can see also there on the bottom right that the brakes are cooling off quite a bit there, now braking for the super fast right hander, which is of course flat on a Formula 1 car, but not in this car. You can actually see we go down the middle of the two McLarens there, gaining 2 spots. And then you can see we get a tap from behind Mayhem in front of us, and we actually take the inside line and we gain a lot of positions there. So going from P21 to P13 in only the first lap. As you can see that we do lose the back end a little bit, and we have this Mercedes going around our outside now. Let's see if he can make the move stick. Of course we have the inside, but he will have the better traction and he does it around the outside. So still we lost the 1 position there, but that's still pretty decent in my opinion. Now it's just time to settle into a nice rhythm, maybe see if we can maybe find some race pace, because yeah, like I said, my race pace wasn't going to be that great, at least that was my feeling. Actually we have someone with a drive-through penalty, so that's nice, that's another position for us. So yeah, lap 1 done. Luckily we survived it. We get 2 taps from behind, actually 2 taps from the same car actually. Now skipping forward to yeah, about the middle part of lap 2, you can see that we're following the Mercedes, but he actually loses the back end and he almost comes back into the track in our path, but luckily he doesn't. We are able to keep the position, and well, luckily we survived that. You can see that we're running very wide and the BMW behind me takes a much shorter line and he's able to catch up with us, but we of course put away on exit there because we made a very V-shaped racing line out of that corner. Now something about LFM I should say is that well, we're now in Split 1, and the split you're in is based on the amount of ELO score you have, and ELO score is calculated by how well you do in the races. Also, if you look on the left hand side there, you can see the position counter, bottom left, sorry. We're in P12 right now and we have racing number 21. Now you cannot choose your own racing number for these races, and that is because the racing number you get is the expected position you will finish in. So we get position 21 and we're in P12 right now. So if you were to finish in this P12, we would get a whole lot of ELO points because we are finishing 9 places ahead of our predicted position in a way. Now taking a lot of curb there, we actually get a pretty decent exit, but the BMW behind us gets an even better exit. We actually also get a track limit warning for that. Maybe he will go up the inside here for a move, but no, we brake a little bit too late and miss the apex of the first right-hander. And there you can see the BMW now is very close. He tries to have a little sneaky look down there, but he isn't alongside, so I decided to just turn in and he actually runs across those little sausage curbs there, and that compromises his run so much that the Mercedes behind him now has a chance to go round his outside into the fast left-hander. They're still side by side, but they're losing so much time. They have lost a full second there, and we are just pulling away. I was laughing at this point. I was just pulling away from them so much, and that really helped me. Now skipping forward to the end of lap 4, this is actually our best lap. Yeah, like I said, the pace really wasn't that great, but we did manage to pull away a little bit from the guy behind me. He actually has number 22, so he should be one place behind me, so that's pretty accurate. Yeah, as you can see there in the top left hand corner, we are going about 8/10 green, so yeah, it's an improvement of about 8/10, but we also invalidate our lap time immediately after. Yeah, we don't get a warning for the track limits, but we just get, yeah, they notified that we cut the track, so that means that we get invalidated our lap time. But now we actually do get our second warning for track limits. In ACC you can get 3 warnings, and then the next time you do it, that will be well, that will be either a drive-through penalty or a stop-go penalty, depending on how late in the race you get the penalty. Now there we do our best lap. It's 56.3. Well, that's about midfield pace, but yeah, you have to be able to do that consistently. And here you can see cutting to all the way to lap 12 already. This is the second to last lap. Well, we do a 57.2. So yeah, like we could do single lap times that were quick enough, but definitely not a whole consistent lap time. As you can see now, the Audi of R de Travers, I don't know, sorry, I probably butchered your name, is now behind us. He does a 56.5, so he's he was 1.2 seconds quicker than us in only the last lap. So this is the last lap. So that's going to be very interesting to see if we can keep him behind us. I really hope we can do that, because the, P11 in our first split 1 race on one of my worst tracks is absolutely a dream result. So I was really pinching. As you can see, that I was pushing quite a bit as well. We're going green by a couple of tenths again. But then we slightly mess up this corner, and well, the next corner as well. We take not enough speed through there. And well, the Audi behind us, you know what the Audi is. It has a buttload of straight line speed, and we have average straight line speed. I was just rocking the standard aggressive setup, so the setup the game gives you when you select aggressive. And you can see that the Audi in our slipstream is really gaining on us now. That naturally aspirated V10 surely does have a lot of horsepower, and he pulls alongside. Now the slipstream is also very strong on this long straight, but as you can see there, he pulls out of the slipstream and he's not really able to carry that momentum to the wall of air that he hits. Really prevents him from getting a lot of speed. Now we have the inside into this fast right-hander, and he's still there, so we cannot squeeze him out, because that would be a bit dirty. Now we cover up the inside for the next double right-hander. He tried to have a look there, but we run wide and he is actually able to send it up the inside. We make a little bit of contact there, but no love lost. We're still side by side, and we're actually forming a huge train behind us now, so that's quite funny. Now he has the outside for the next corner. I decided to brake a little bit early so that we can maybe do something on the exit. We again push him out a little bit wide there, but that's okay. This GT racing, that's allowed. Now we go into the final 2 corners. We will have the inside for the next corner, but the outside for the one after that. But he actually does the switchback on us, and he has now the outside for the hairpin, but that allows actually the McLaren behind him to go up his inside. So now we are safe. We are going to get P11 in our first split 1 race. Boy, that was one hell of a race, man. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. We finished the race in P11, and wow, I was really happy about that result. We really did not have the pace to finish in P11. So guys, P11 in our first real split 1 race at my worst track. I'd say that really isn't too bad. In terms of pace, like I said, we were really a long way off, but I feel like we got that position due to some smart defending and some good awareness in lap 1. Like I always say in karting too, you don't really have to be the fastest man on track to get good results. In this case we were of course a long way off, but then by just doing some smart racing, smart defending and some really good awareness in lap 1, we were able to nurse my bad pace all the way up to P11. Now anyways guys, that was it for this video. Now if you enjoyed that, then don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Also, if you're a fan of motorsports, then I would advise joining the Discord server. On there we have a super cool community of motorsport fans from all over the world. Link is in the description. Also, a huge shout out to my patron on Patreon. On Patreon you can support my real life racing for as little as $5 per month, and you'll get some awesome benefits for that in return. Again, link is in the description. Now there will be 2 other videos on screen that you might enjoy, but for now, that was it. Peace.